Hi, fourth grade. It sounded like a lot of you had some really fun times with that origami book, and some of us also got a little bit frustrated, which I believe I shared with every class that I understand that frustration because origami and Mrs. Parsons don't always get along either. Either way, I hope you had fun with it and enjoyed at least the writing part in your little origami book. This week we are going to do more with different kinds of paper, except we are going to use glue. So no more origami this week. This week we're working on making some quilt squares. So some of you, depending on your heritage, might be familiar with Pennsylvania Dutch, which is a culture that makes up a large part of Berks County. I grew up as a Pennsylvania Dutch grandchild and listened to my grandparents speak Pennsylvania Dutch and learned a lot of the cooking and things that they did. So this project is one that's near and dear to my heart, and I hope you enjoy it. It is going to work a lot with folding paper, but also cutting paper and gluing. So don't worry about the origami and getting frustrated with that. For this project, for today's step, I need you to get a piece of the white paper that we've been working with that you should have gotten with your supplies a couple weeks ago. And you're also going to need one of the pieces of colored paper that were in that packet. For today, just worry about one color. You can see mine has multiple colors. For today, we're just going to start with one. We'll get into the other colors next time. So just grab that white paper and one piece of colored paper, whichever color you choose. And if you have colored paper at home that you'd rather use, that's fine too. Just one color, one piece of white, and you're also going to need a scissors and some glue. Grab those things and I'll show you how we're going to get started on our quilt squares. So you can see our quilt square is called a square for a reason. It's square. The paper that you got in your packets is a rectangle. So the first thing we need to do is turn this rectangle into a square. To do that, you're going to take your square piece of paper. Now I'm holding your rectangle piece of paper. I am holding my paper up and down like an ice cream cone. So vertical like an ice cream cone, not horizontal like a banana split. Vertical like an ice cream cone. And I'm taking the bottom left corner, picking it up and taking it over to the right side. It's meeting the right side, and when the bottom edge and the right edge meet, when they line up, so they're right in line with each other, one's not hanging over the other, I'm folding that into a crease. Okay, it doesn't have to be a sharp crease, just make a crease. Now I have a triangle, but I also have this rectangle up here. So I'm going to take my scissors, I'm going to cut just right along the edge, very carefully, cut right along the edge of that triangle and cut the rectangular piece off. Do not throw this away. Every step that we're doing with this project, there's going to be little pieces of paper left over. Don't throw anything away until we are completely done, because every little piece we have a chance to use later, and some of them we will actually use. So for a good frame of reference is just to keep every little piece and not throw anything away. Find yourself a Ziploc bag, an envelope, even your pencil box if you don't have anything else that you can put these pieces in to keep them from week to week. We're going to need these pieces of paper. Do not throw them away. No matter what we do not throw them away. So now, when I open this up, I have my square, which is a great start. Next part, we're going to take, so fourth grade, now I have my piece of colored paper. For my first color, I'm using red. I'm not quite sure what color yours is, but whatever your first color might be. We're just going to take this paper and fold it in half like we're making a book or a card. So fold that in half. We're going to open it up and cut on the crease. Just like that. Then what you want to do is take this, we're going to make these each into a square like we did the white paper. So take the bottom left edge, bring it over to the right side when the bottom edge of the paper meets the right side there. Go ahead and fold it And whatever you do to one, you're doing to the other. So now I have two pieces that look like that. Carefully cut the rectangle off the one. Don't worry about this one for now. We're gonna actually keep that to push that to the side. You're gonna open this one up. So right now you have two big rectangles. These are actually almost the same size as what one rectangle would be on here. So what you wanna do is fold it in half. So I have my crease going up and down. I'm gonna take the bottom corner, bring it up to the top, fold that, and then you're going to carefully cut on those creases so that you have 4 triangles. And these triangles should be pretty much the same size, depending on how exactly you folded. If they're not exactly the same, they're going to be very, very close. You're going to take these triangles and we're going to glue these in the middle of our quilt square here. And you can see each one fits at the side and it's in the middle of the square that we folded. I'm sorry, the middle of each triangle. So there should be about the same amount of space on each side of the triangle, and the bottom edge is against the edge, outside edge of your quilt square. 4th grade, I hope this doesn't overwhelm you too much with all of this paper folding. I promise it's not going to be that difficult. It's just a lot of watching my steps, watching my hands, watching how I fold the paper, and you're going to be set. It's a lot of easy folds. It's just a lot of them. So I hope you have fun with this quilt project. I think it's going to be a lot of fun when we're done. Remember, just keep everything together for next week, because we are going to use those pieces that we cut off. Don't throw them away. We're going to use them. This is one of the times that we get to use those little pieces that we would normally throw away. Don't throw them away. Keep them nice and safe. Keep everything together until next art, because we're going to start adding some more pieces, start adding some more colors, and just getting all of that color, all of that symmetry going on in our quilt square. And I promise you're really going to be happy with the overall look when it's done. I will see you next week when we start adding some more triangles and lots of these other shapes. Have a great week, and I will see some of you for some live special this week. And if not, I will see you real soon. Have a great week. Bye, 4th grade.